Hello and welcome to this feature interview. I'm Kelsey Hubbard. At the beginning of the school year, we welcomed many new faces onto our Emory and Henry family, but among those were students that had just lost their own college family. Sweetbriar College, located near Lynchburg, Virginia, had just closed due to financial challenges. The college claimed that by closing Sweetbriar when they did, instead of waiting for the funds to run out, the college could help the students transfer out at the end of the spring 2015 semester. Many students transferred right here to the Emory and Henry campus. One of these students is junior Ginger Whitfield. Ginger, thank you for joining me on set.
Thanks, glad to be here.
So how did you find out about Sweetbriar closing?
Actually, it was not at all expected. I got an email on a Thursday morning, and it was basically just an email from the president saying, hey, I would really like everybody to be at the auditorium today at 12:30. We had never gotten anything like that before, and none of us knew what was to be expected. A lot of us thought it was going to be like some campus update, and a lot of people weren't going to go. And then basically we heard that a lot of classes were being canceled for the afternoon, and we were getting all kinds of emails from professors saying, you really need to go to this today. And the auditorium was completely packed. I'm pretty sure just about every student was there. And pretty much our then interim president looked at us and said, due to financial difficulties, Sweetbriar will be closing at the end of the semester. And that was followed by many cries and wails, and it definitely made for a long rest of the semester.
So was it just like straight up in the middle of the semester, or was it
Yes.
more towards the beginning or the end?
It was about a week before spring break.
Wow. And so now you're at Emory and Henry. How is that? How did you find Emory and Henry?
Actually, Emory and Henry came to us. We basically had a college fair at Sweetbriar, and there were a bunch of schools there, and Emory and Henry, for me, gave me the best option. They basically said that everything would transfer, no questions asked. This is where you would be living. You have guaranteed housing. They had everything lined up for me, and they said, if you want to meet with us at any time, you call us. And that's pretty much what I did, and here I am.
I know lots of students, when they come to college, they have that, it moment. Was there a specific it moment at Sweetbriar, and was there another one here at Emory?
For Sweetbriar, there definitely was an it moment. Pretty much, I fell in love with the Sweetbriar campus the moment I walked onto it. But for Emory and Henry, it's actually been very different. It's been more of, I have over time fallen in love with the college that I really feel like has been there for me in a very hard time that I did not expect to go through during my college career.
And so were you nervous about coming to Emory? Was it like you weren't sure about it, or were you like, I'm going to come here, I'm ready?
I was very excited for the changes that would happen, because I knew that the upcoming 2 years would be very different from the past 2 years. But I was really nervous because it was obviously a very different campus, but I was definitely more excited than nervous.
Right. And so you mentioned that there was big differences. What are the big differences between Sweetbriar and Emory and Henry?
Well, number one, Emory and Henry is co-ed and Sweetbriar College is not. There are a lot of traditions at Sweetbriar. One of my favorite traditions at Sweetbriar is one Monday during the semester, all of the classes get together and we sing songs to each other. We each write a song to the other classes.
Well, that's really exciting. What are, I know you had lots of friends back there, and Sweetbriar is still open, I understand, and you still have some friends there. How is that communication with them? Is it still strong? And how do you feel now being here and having friends that are still there?
It's actually we've really kept up to date, actually, which was sort of surprising, but it's been really good. A lot of my friends, or two of my friends, are in Spain, so they're not actually at Sweetbriar, but they're in Spain through a Sweetbriar program. So I haven't seen them a lot. I keep saying I'm going to go back to Sweetbriar and visit, but that has yet to happen.
Right. And you mentioned a little while ago that the big difference was the co-ed and how it's co-ed here. How is that transferring from a college that is just female to a college that is now co-ed? Was that a big difference for you?
It really wasn't as much of a difference as I thought it was going to be. At Sweetbriar, there are guys around all the time. Guys come to visit. But it really actually hasn't been that big of a deal. It's been more of an ease than I expected it to be.
Right. And I'm going to talk more about a little bit about the academic stuff now. I understand that you're an ed major. What is the difference between, I guess, the program here at Emory and Henry that's for your ed major and kind of what you were in the program at Sweetbriar?
I would say the biggest difference is that at Sweetbriar, you're a liberal arts major, whereas here you have an interdisciplinary. Because in Virginia, you can't actually be an education major. So here, I'm focusing more on history and social sciences, whereas there, I was really focusing on everything.
Right. And I guess the big question is, have you found a family here now that you've been here?
I have. I definitely have. I would definitely say that Sweetbriar was a big part of my life, and it was a big deal. And I really found myself at Sweetbriar, but I feel like here I really found my people, and I found a place that I fit in.
Well, that's awesome. I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm really glad that you found that family here.
Thanks, me too.
Yeah, Ginger, thanks for coming on set. I'm Kelsey Hubbard, and I'm with Ginger Whitfield.